EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
At the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, Purdy. We'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there on a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And when you get into the division, it's such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Now Purdy. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jordan Watkins. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Cardinals nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Over the juke. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's caught. It's Dante Thornton. Now inside the 25. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
3 yards. This is the game that time. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Another shot from the one on second and goal.
Let's go. Ready.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Purdy now to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And that's a hard-earned yard there as he takes a pretty good jolt at the end of that one.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first-drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They go play action here on first down. Now a run here up. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Second and 13 at the 4-yard line.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable second and 13.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Now back to throw. And he's not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
First down. A gain on the play. First down, San Francisco.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. First and 10 as this new drive starts. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They go play action here. Purdy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Purdy. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Ready?
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Mustang 19. Ready?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Still on his feet. He may go. Touchdown, Cardinals. Boy, CD, what a way to score. You want to talk about a roller coaster of emotions. They've got the big play. They cough it up. It seems to be disastrous, but his teammate is there to scoop it. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18, 5 here. Ready, ready?
On play action, they'll throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dante Thornton, 44 yards. And the Cards are able to move back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5.
49ers 9.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Back to throw, Purdy. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Hold it ready.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
79 Broncos. Panther 6.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's going to get this done inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. 53 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. That is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing here, Purdy. That is caught. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the 49er first down.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. 18.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First and 10 at the 11.
Here's Purdy. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find it.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
49ers 9.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Purdy now to throw off the play in action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Burch. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They need 18 yards here on third down. Purdy from the gun. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On fourth down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Open man here is Benson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
60 Vikings.
First down.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going left side, and he's got Donnell. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Get set. Get set. Go. 18. Go.
Final play of the half. Purdy got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. As they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
2nd and 11. That ball caught by Harrison. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And this one's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Top 19. Go.
They'll set up a throw. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 more there and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business in the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Now a handoff working right. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he stopped immediately there. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now Purdy. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
It's it.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The 47-yard line.
It's it.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Sometimes your crosses get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Purdy now to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. Touchdown 49ers. Jordan Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to, and they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Gravity Lions.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. No gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter if they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A gain there of 21 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. Never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
You got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line.
Still a little bit better, but I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at him.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
10 at the 17-yard line.
Ready.
A give up the middle with Benson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
2nd and 13. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the 49ers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Purdy. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That's quickly out to Harrison. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr., 40 yards. And the Cardinals are moving closer to a date now, the NFC Championship game, as they're able to extend this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game.
42, 49ers 23.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Back to throw, Purdy. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Hard to believe his first catch of the game. Defensively, they bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
That
It's knocked away and incomplete. Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Purdy looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.